Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something that really separates the companies that thrive from those that just survive. We're talking about talent development. If you've ever wanted to know the secret to building something that can truly adapt and grow, you're in the right place. So let's start with a question for you, personally. Are your skills future-proofed? I mean, really think about it. The world is changing so fast. The skills that got us here might not be the ones that get us to where we need to go tomorrow. It's a little scary, right? The real challenge is, what are we going to do about it?
And this quote from Marcus Buckingham just hits the nail on the head. Talent is a multiplier. That's the whole idea. Investing in people, in their skills, in their potential, it isn't just a cost. It's an investment that pays you back over and over again. It's the ultimate growth strategy.
Because let's face it, we are all in this constant race for relevance. Staying ahead isn't about one big push. It's about continuous learning, becoming part of your DNA. It's no longer enough to just keep pace. The goal now is to build the ability to innovate and lead, no matter what changes come your way. So how do you win that race? Well, the answer is talent development. And I'm not just talking about a boring workshop once a year. This is about a real strategic game plan to unlock the potential of your entire team. It's how an organization makes itself ready for anything. Now, this whole big idea of talent development really boils down to two core pillars. On one side, you've got training. That's all about building specific skills, the what you can do. And on the other side, you have mentorship. This is about guidance, perspective, and leadership, the how and why you do it. Let's break them down. All right, let's start with strategy number one, building skills. This is the bedrock. It's about systematically giving people the concrete tools and abilities they need to crush it in their jobs and really move the needle for the business. So, why pour time and money into training? Well, the payoff is huge. First, it gives you a serious competitive edge. Innovation doesn't come from thin air. It comes from highly skilled people. Second, it keeps your best people around. It's simple. People stay where they feel invested in. And finally, it future-proofs the whole company. You're building an army of problem solvers ready for whatever's next. But we've all sat through bad training, right? So what makes it actually work? It really comes down to three things. One, you have to know exactly what skills are missing. No guesswork. Two, you've got to tailor it. A salesperson needs different training than an engineer, obviously. And three, mix it up. Use online courses, group projects, hands-on labs, anything to keep it from being a total snooze fest. And if you want to see what this looks like at a massive scale, just look at AT&T. Their Future Ready program successfully retrained 100,000 employees. I mean, think about that for a second. That's not just a program. That's a complete transformation of a massive company. It just goes to show you what's possible when you get serious about it. Okay, so we have the hard skills, but now we move on to something deeper. Strategy 2 is about growing leaders. This is where we shift from just knowing what to do to understanding how to lead. And the number one tool for that? Mentorship. Mentorship is just an incredible force multiplier. For the person being mentored, it's like a career cheat code. They get to learn in a year what might have taken a decade of trial and error. For the company, all that how things really work knowledge doesn't just walk out the door when someone retires. And crucially, it's a powerful way to build a more diverse and inclusive leadership team. But, a great mentorship program doesn't just happen by accident. You need a framework. First, know what you're trying to accomplish. What are the goals? Then, you have to be super thoughtful about pairing people up. It's like matchmaking. You also need some structure, regular check-ins, goals, to keep it from fizzling out. And hey, don't forget to actually train your mentors to be good coaches. And this stuff works. You can actually see it in the numbers. Take Intel. Their mentorship program directly led to a 20% jump in the number of women in senior leadership roles. That is a tangible, game-changing result. It proves that when you do this right, you can literally change the face of your company's leadership. Okay, so we've talked about training and we've talked about mentorship. They're both powerful on their own, but the real magic, the absolute secret sauce is when you bring them together. That's when you get a result that's way bigger than the sum of its parts. And this right here is the perfect example of how it all clicks together. So an engineer takes a course and learns Python. Cool, that's training. They have a new skill. But then a mentor helps them figure out how to use that new skill to solve a massive real-world problem for the company. See? That's the moment skill turns into wisdom. You absolutely need both. Okay, let's be real for a second. This isn't always easy. There are definitely hurdles.
You might not have a huge budget, so the key is to start small with pilot programs that have a big impact. Getting people engaged can be tough, so you have to show them exactly how this helps their career. In measuring success, you gotta look past did they finish the course and look at real metrics, like are people getting promoted faster?
So here's what I really want you to walk away with. When you combine structured training for skills with thoughtful mentorship for wisdom, you're not just making individuals better at their jobs, you are literally building the DNA of a company that is resilient, innovative, and ready for absolutely anything the future throws at it.
And that brings us right back to you. So let's end with this question. Forget the organization for a minute and just think about yourself. What is the one skill or the one piece of wisdom you could get from a mentor that would be the multiplier for your potential? Definitely something to think about.